It's my hip-hop proudest moment pleasure to introduce, well, I'm going to have him sign some more stuff because we're giving these things away. And this man's time is very, very important, so I'm not trying to, I'm going to use it for my own personal gains. Yes. But yeah, right now, we have the man that is pretty much single-handedly defined the sound of hip-hop.
New York hip hop.
Yeah,
and just street. I mean,
street
the
hip-hop.
hardcore underground. I would say,
like punch you in
the
the
defining
face
sound of
joints.
New York rap.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Now,
Well, Marley Marl can be credited for that too.
yeah, definitely. But right now we have DJ Premier.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Chilling,
Yeah,
fam.
man.
Thank you for taking the time and coming through.
No doubt,
You know
no
what
doubt.
I'm saying?
I'm not good at multitasking, so whenever I'm not talking, I'll sign the.
Nice, exactly. Because like I said, I want it for my own personal gain. So
Yeah.
this
Plus, you
stuff is
said no
cool.
cursing, so I'm a mother. Nah, just good to be here. Good to be here.
Thanks, fam. Now, like we said, you defined New York sound, but you're not even from New York originally.
Nope, country boy from Texas.
Yeah.
Born and raised, and
So that sound then. So is it like a flip on some southern
No, the sound is just a continuation
of what made me want to do it, which obviously we all know hip hop originated in the West Bronx, and not the South Bronx, the West Bronx, and just the fact that that's the only thing we had as a guide to how to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just cut from that cloth. Plus the original way that music was sampled and put together, and the records that were mimicked and things like that were records that we played at our parties when I was young. So it was common for us. So it was like, oh shit, they're taking, Dance to the Drummer's Beat and and Take Me to the Mardi Gras and Peace the President. We used to play those at the party just to dance to.
So you already knew it in your subconscious.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to sampling and doing the rare samples that people like, where do you get that from? That's just being artistic in the form of sampling to show us art form. But I'm proud of my Texas roots. I still go home all the time.
Nice.
All my friends I grew up with are still the same friends. Like that, the friends didn't change. I added on friends when I moved to New York that I run with and call family. But my friends that I grew up with from Texas, we always have, every Christmas we have a big party together, and we reminisce about everything from school to just dumb stuff we did, and more dumb stuff we still do.
Exactly. Now, you're the way you sample. Talk about that because we're talking like 80s, right? Getting started.
As far as sampling?
Yeah, starting in the mid 80s. More.
What was you using back then?
Back then, SP12, not the 1200.
The regular SP12.
The regular
10
SP12. Yep.
8 seconds?
Yeah, about a good 10. Yeah, if you were lucky.
Now, how did you? Because there wasn't like YouTube tutorials or anything like that. How did you? Was it just trial and error?
Yeah, it was trial and error. A friend of mine was able to afford one, but he didn't know how to work it. He's like, yo, man, you like all the music thing. You take it and see what you could do with it. And I was already...
Was you already chopping by then?
Well, I was already fixing things in my neighborhood. Like, people knew I fixed televisions and stuff like that because I was into taking stuff apart and putting it back together. My mother would be like, what are you doing? You're going to mess it up. And I'm like, look, I got it fixed.
We got cable now, Mom.
This is pre-cable. And people used to come to my parents' house to ask me to help them install car systems. Wow. So I was always into, things with my hands, drilling and, wiring and taking things apart. And I'm still like that to this day, even though I don't mess around as much. But I've always been into vintage cars and engines and just that whole thing, I'm still that way.
I call myself the Black MacGyver, you know what I'm saying? But you are the Black MacGyver.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, it's two of us, so we're the MacGyvers.
Exactly, right. Now, how long did it take you from when you first got that SP to get, your signature sound? You know what I mean?
My signature sound didn't come until 1992 when we were working on the Gangstar album Daily Operation, and that's when we introduced G.u.r.u, the Damager, and Lil Dap, and Malachi the Nutcracker from Group Home, and of course Big Suge had come out of prison, so we brought him back into the fold so he could get back into being with the family. And during that, when KRS-One reached out to me to work on Return of the Boom Bap, I was just real surprised because we look up to him, and I'm like, damn, you're coming down to us younger guys.
Olympus.
Yeah, you're coming down to us guys who are really new to this, and you want me to give you a production style to make your album and do the bulk of the album to set the tone of it. I was just so flattered. And then, you know, if he had asked me probably like back in 90 when we were doing like Step in the Arena or No More Mr. Nice Guy, I would have been too nervous to say yes. Yeah. But at that time I started being confident that I had a sound that was mine and you know and form my own lane so that I wouldn't be considered as a biter. Because that was a no-no in our era, and you got Step 2 for being biters. Yeah.
Now the thing is, it's not just, I don't want to have it come off across as everything sounds the same. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't. Because sometimes I have to like sit there and kind of really listen to the track because I'm like, damn, this joint is dope. Right. And I hear something like, oh, that must be Premo. I look it up. I'm like, all right, Premo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's certain signatures that you're gonna have that you just know it's you. That you want people to go, yo, Prem did that. Yeah. And then I have those records where it's like, this don't sound like my regular style, and I can't wait till people see that. Okay, you know, like a Rhapsody record that I have out right now called Kingship. That's totally
we play that on the show.
That's totally opposite of, you know, my usual Premier boom bap. Yeah. The weird sounds, the type of drums I use, just everything like that. And then you know, Above the Clouds is a Premier track, but it's very more left field. Yeah. You know, just certain tracks, Mathematics from Mos Def, you know, things of that nature. But I like what Angus Young, the guitar player from AC/DC, said. They said, man, y'all always kind of make the same record over, you know, 10, 11 times. He goes, no, we don't. We make it 14 times. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. I do it 15 times, the same type of a boom bap.
Nice.
Now, Gangstar was already formed, correct?
Yeah. Gangstar.
Before you got into it.
Yeah, Gangstar went through 3 transformations. The first original Gangstar was started by Big Suge and G.u.r.u, and Suge's younger brother Suave D was the DJ, and then the next stage was G.u.r.u, DJ Mike D, known as Wonder Be Down, and Damo D-Ski, so it was 2 MCs then. Okay. And then once they broke out, then I joined the group.
Okay. Was it like an initiation or?
Oh, no, not at all. What happened was I was working at a record store in Texas at the time. Yeah. Very popular record store that the hood comes to, and it's in the hood. So everybody from the hood, the pimps, the players, they come up with their, you know, pimp hats, cocked Ace Deuce, and walk in there and want Lattimore and Tyrone Davis
playing the Cadillacs real loud.
You know, that was when you had Monte Carlos, Cutlasses, Buick Regals. You know, those were the fly cars.
And they were like shiny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Trues and Vogues. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the way your car had to look. Yeah. And you know, so all that 100 spokes and everything like that was even way back when we was coming up in the 80s. And so from there, I worked at a record store. This is when Billboard just started to add a hip-hop chart. Yeah. It was brand new. It was a brand new thing that they were saying compact disc is going to be coming out. And we're like, wow, how are you going to play it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was coasters.
Yeah, because it was only vinyls. It was only vinyl and cassette tapes. Yeah. So during that era, being that they needed somebody to report to Billboard from each region to talk about what's popping in that town. Yeah. Carlos Garza, who's the one that connected me with Stu Fine, who owned Wild Pitch Records, he was like, yo, you got to hear this dude that's coming to New York this summer for the summer. Yeah. He's dope. You got to hear it, and he let him get a copy of my demo.
He already had that really unique voice.
Yeah. Who, me? Oh, G.u.r.u? Yeah. G.u.r.u already had the voice. I was already a fan of records he had played, because when I was there the summer before, Red Alert was playing a record called Bust a Move Boy, and he was cutting it up all the time. Yeah. It was way before Young MC or anything like that, and it was a different type of Bust a Move anyway. Yeah. And I thought they were called GameStop, but I didn't know it was Gangstar. Yeah. It sounded like he was saying we're the GameStar, and we know you can flow. It sounded like he said GameStop. Yeah. So I'm like, that's kind of dope. You know, there was no GameStop video place either. Exactly. There was no store. But long story short, we gave them. I mean, he gave me my demo. G.u.r.u was pretty much the A&R, because it was a husband and wife label. Okay. G.u.r.u heard my demo, and he heard Lord Finesse's demo. Okay. And that's how Lord Finesse signed the same time that I did. Because G.u.r.u was like, these are the 2 you need to bring over here. Yeah. And they reached out and said, well, hey, when you come to New York that summer, come see me. And I went and saw them. It didn't originally work out at first, but eventually it did. And me and G.u.r.u were pretty much experimenting on the first album to see if we could click together. Yeah. And then we just decided to just stay together and just keep doing it.
That was awesome.
Nice.
E-Turn had a question for you.
I just wanted to know, who do you think, as far as female MCs in the game right now, are really doing their thing, or who are you a fan of?
Female MCs, well, obviously I like Rhapsody. I love Dynasty, who I'm also working with. She's from Queens, by way of Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, that's family.
That's family.
Yeah, she was around here somewhere.
Yeah, and we're actually trying to. We're doing what we can to get a video shot while I'm out here, because I got another 2 events I got to do right after this one, and then I'm doing the block party tomorrow. But I think she's gonna be gone. So, but I'm gonna do that, and then other than that, I'm working with Lady of Rage, who was on Death Row.
Word.
Nice.
She's writing right now to a record. I'm doing a limited edition Serato vinyl, but I'm gonna put on the flip side 2 instrumentals and 2 unreleased songs. So one side will be Serato, the other side will be
the actual tracks.
The actual tracks. So Rage and I are working on an album right now. What is it called? Her album is called. Oh man, she gave me the title the other day. She's so creative, man.
I'm glad she hasn't lost that.
I'll find out what it is before we're done. But
feel free to call into the radio show at any time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you the card and everything.
Yeah, but Rage, she's still on fire. Like her pen is hot.
She still got the Afro puffs?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. She has one big puff, but she said when she has to put the double, she puts it back in.
That's dope.
That's what's up.
All right, cool. For real, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Continue success with everything. You know what I mean?
Doubt.
Because, again, thank you. Just in general.
I'm going to keep on doing it, man. I got a long way to go.
Yes.
So I'm not going anywhere.
And we're rocking with you the whole way.
There it is.
Right here at our show.
And I'm going to make 20 more of the same thing.
Word up. That's what I'm talking about.
Word up.
All right, thank you very much.
Much love, y'all.
And cool, we're going to get us some joints. You know what I'm saying? That was DJ Premier. Oh, wait, real quick. One more thing. I'm sorry, but Premier.
Yo.
Where is that from? Just the story behind that, please.
There is
a segment on the Hard to Earn album, which came out in 1993, called I Chill.
Okay.
And it's different people calling me. I got it from my homeboy Rob Santos. Every time he used to call me, yo, where you at, man? Yo, call me, all right, chill. And the way he said it, I was like, yo, I should do a little skit like that just to be different, but put a dope beat in. And I remember when I used to read reviews on it, they were like, oh, it's a lot of wasted space. And it was like, no, it was something clever, just to be having fun with it. And that was my little jam, you know. So everybody called in, you know, saying, and left and Nas was the first one to ever call.
Nice.
Well, actually, Nas just happened to call me, and he ain't leave no message. He said, yo, it's Nas. All right, chill. Because I used to always say it around him and Ryan, when he'd be around Rob as well.
Yeah.
So that was the perfect way to set it up. And he happened to be in the studio with Large Professor, because you hear the sample playing in the background, which he used for I Just Want to Chill.
Yeah.
You know, so it just tied in. But DJ Scratch goes, yo, Premier is Scratch. And the way he said Premier, I was like, yo, I like the way it sounds like he's on a scratching. Yeah, that's DJ Scratch from EPMD. So it sounded almost like a Casio. I wanted to sound like a little sampling Casio before you had big samples. You just go pop, 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 pop. Cause they had a little thing on there that used to go pop, 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 pop. And that's what it reminded me of. So I was just doing that just kind of be, you know, silly with it.
Yeah.
And now Scratch is my forever voice.
That is awesome. That's fresh.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Scratch.
Thank you for that, because
we're performing me, him, and Mace from De La Soul at 9 o'clock. And today at 9 o'clock.
Okay,
actually,
for Heineken, for the Heineken joint.
Right
Yeah, for the Heineken joint.
All right, word. Again, thank you.
Yes. Shout out to Kevin Nottingham,
from
man.
Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Kevin Nottingham.
Thanks for having me.
All right, you already know.